Hey guys, it's Bonnie from Dwelling Logs. I am getting into the festive mood. I've made a homemade pumpkin spice latte, and I have beside me my very brand new printable that I want to share with you guys. This is my St. Nicholas printable that is going to be free to download, at least for now. If it's before December 6, 2021, it's free right now. Go click the link below. If it's after that, it may still be free, so go check it out. Right off the hop, what I want to tell you guys is that this is a printable that is family friendly for families who don't do Santa. The only mention of Santa is back near the credits. I have two little information boxes here that connect. One is what made Santa folktales the legends that we have today, and St. Nicholas to Santa. It's just a little bit of drawing the line between, yeah, St. Nicholas was the guy that started the whole pop culture thing. Also, a disclaimer, if you are a family that celebrates Santa, please know that we talk about all the facts that we could find out about him, which include his death date. So if you're going to be drawing connections between the pop culture Santa that you might be doing with your family and St. Nicholas, you may want to give them a heads up that he died on December 6th, a long time ago. So what is St. Nicholas Day? In my heritage, what it is December 5th in the evening. You put your little boots out when you wake up in the morning. On December 6th, they're filled with German chocolate and candies and little miniature books, and it's a little present from Santa in your shoe. But in my home, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to put my own twist on it. I wanted to teach my kids about the real St. Nicholas, not the fairy tale, not something from pop culture. So when my oldest son was 2 or 3, I made this little book. It was called St. Nicholas. And it's a little printable that I made. I'll link the video to this. It's an old one to download this below. But this is the book that I made. This is the new one that comes with the new printable pack. So if you really want the old one, you can go find it. It's online somewhere. Or you can get this one, which already comes with the pack that you're going to download because it's free and it's wonderful. And I hope you guys love it. Anyway, so what it is in these books, it talks about St. Nicholas. It tells a little bit about his life, and in the back it even talks about, the last page talks about why we celebrate December 6th, and it's because that was the day that he died a long time ago. So that is all well and good, but my oldest son is 8 years old now, and it is about time that we went a little deeper than what this little toddler book can do. So if you have toddlers, this is great. If you have kids that are bigger than toddlers, this is what this was made for. I had so much fun researching, you guys. I went so deep. I did not get into, this printable did not get into the legends and the miracles and the folklore, which, you know, is debatable what's true and what's not. I didn't go there, even though that's really fun to research as well. Where I went was I dug into what years was he alive? Where was he alive? Where was he born? Where did he work? What were the politics of the day? What was Rome up to? Because he was in the Roman Empire. I went into what was the church up to. This St. Nicholas was around only about 250 years after Jesus had died and risen again. So like he was part of those first generations of believers, but there weren't even church buildings yet. He was born at a time when Christianity was illegal. And so it was just fascinating to go through and to find out all these really cool facts and to paint this picture of a man that is not like the one that you see when you Google search. When you Google search St. Nicholas, you often get like a very stoic, you know, medieval knights and castles era guy with a big white beard, and that's St. Nicholas. But that's not the St. Nicholas that I found when I dug into the history and what he would have been wearing and all that kind of stuff. I don't go too much into what he's wearing, but I did paint this picture based off of my research of what he would have looked like or worn for clothing and things like that. So I did all the artwork for this, you guys. It took me so long, but I love it. I painted St. Nicholas as I imagine him. I painted a map for you guys to see and for my family to see, you know, where Rome controlled in the time that he lived and where he actually was on that map. I did a graphic just to recap at the end of the lesson his life and the highlights of sort of his timeline of his life. There's just so much cool information that will make you see him differently. It makes me see him differently. Like to know that he became a bishop before there was even a church building. It was a humble position. It was before the days of papal authority. So like there was no authority that church leaders had in government. He was born at a time of Christian persecution, but what was really cool is he also lived during the time of Constantine the Great. When he came in, he legalized Christianity. Church buildings did start getting built. it would have been so exciting to be in his generation of these Christians who loved the Lord, who did not give up the faith during hard years, and then all of a sudden they had all this freedom to move forward. It would have been the time when letters from the apostles were circulating in the different church groups, but yet no canon was formed yet. So it was just really, really cool and really fun to go into just the history of the time and the place, and also the church history. And I think it paints a really much different and hopefully more accurate picture of St. Nicholas than we have previously sort of imagined in our minds. And so if you've dug back into St. Nicholas stuff before, that's great, that's cool. I hope that I will dig back even a little bit deeper for you. As you guys go through this lesson with your family, I'm really excited to see just how families like it. I'm really excited to read this to my kids. I haven't yet. They know I've made it, but I am pumped to just get them excited about the cool facts and the cool guy he was. I've named this printable Nicholas the Mission-Minded Man because I feel like he's just that missionary, and one of those earlier missionaries that I think would have been so neat. And I think that getting to know him a little bit more can encourage us in our faith. I love teaching my kids missionary stories, and he's just one of them. Well, thank you guys for checking this out. I hope that your Christmas traditions are wonderful. I hope you guys make really wonderful memories this year, and we will see you next time. Bye.